Okay, we're back. This topic is related to the manufacturing video, and we are here to discuss about MRIS, this time brought to you by iSYSTEM and YouTube video. As a review, the discussion on the manufacturing video, this is about when the raw materials were delivered and received. So it should reflect in your stock card as a quantity in. Alright, now this time we're going to discuss about quantity out. And please uh, pay attention to the cost, which is the average cost coming from the raw material coming in. For now, it's still hazy on the discussion about the cost because we are just talking about one raw material here and purchased only once. It will play a more clear discussion when same kind of raw material is purchased again from maybe same supplier or different supplier. But here we're talking about the MRIS. Now, what is the MRIS? The MRIS is a warehouse management menu option coming from order management. You go to warehouse management, meaning the stock are already inside the warehouse. So it's already in your warehouse and you are now about to release it, the MRIS. Now the MRIS, as a review, is used in fabrication, right? It's used in fabrication where the MRIS is materials requisite. Okay, issuance slip. Thing there is in manufacturing, the raw materials is part of a factor, several factors to create a finished product. So you start with the raw materials, then you have labor, and then you have factory overhead. Now the system, when it generates a MRIS, so you go to fabrication and raw materials. When you generate the MRIS, the selection is already listed here. So the system just chooses whether you want to generate a BDH3, RP30 or mini rice mill. It all depends on you. Okay, so let's say it's a BDH3, so you make that option, you select it. Okay, and okay, so once you select the MRIS, you have to go through this process. The selection is really it's a given that all the raw materials for MRIS are there. So if you have not yet built up this data, if you have not yet built up that data, alright, now's the time to build it. So this is one way also of checking if indeed you have the complete set of data. Okay, please notice that right here below, we are talking about we issued 603 6013 welding rod 332. That is in relation to what we're about to discuss here. See, this is the stock card of that item. So same item, this time we're going to issue that item. That's why we use the MRIS. So when we issue an item from the warehouse management, it's either from the fabrication, or probably we sell it or transfer the stock. But for now, we're talking about fabricating that raw material and issuing it as an MRIS, which is really a request for issuance of the raw materials. Okay, that is needed for the manufacture of BDH3. So BDH3 is a product of just like RP30 mini rice mill, in which case it has a complete set of raw materials which you can build up in this portion, right? And the raw materials are all available in your database. There, you just pop it up and you get your raw materials. But for now, a lot has been worked on to build up that raw material. So probably that is already a complete set for the MRIS of BDH3. Now, if indeed there are probably missing raw materials, then this is the time. This is the time to build it up, to practice. For now, that is not our issue, but if indeed there is an additional, the procedure is very easy. You just go to the bottom record and just copy paste an item and then add it here. If that is the missing, if you have additional materials, and then whatever that is, you just pop it up like this one and then look for it. Look for the raw materials. And just select. See? Just select. Right. For now, we're not trying to modify or change this one, so just leave it as it is. Okay, we close that, and then the next thing is we have to input the order. Okay, here it is self-explanatory. You can just look at your screen and see what is missing. Probably what is missing is the quantity. Right, the quantity is also there, but it's probably the number of orders, which is here. Okay, that is the number of orders. MRU defines the number of your orders. Alright, so MRU is the order coming from the head office. Let's say for this particular